if you are looking for a day tour from Jerusalem to Masada, the Dead Sea, and Gedi, then this video is for you. Now, I personally love the desert and I recommend sleeping there. But if you're short on time, or it is summer and it is really, really hot, or you just want to stay in Jerusalem, then taking a day tour from Jerusalem to the highlights of the Judean desert is a good idea. Now, there are many companies that offer this tour. It's a very popular tour. I like to recommend the Abraham Tours, and I like to do it because of a couple of reasons. The first reason is that the tour starts here at the Abraham Hostel, and from here they pick up people from Jaffa Gate if it is needed, and they just go. Other companies pick up people from their hotel. Now, it might sound great being picked up from your hotel, but it takes a lot of time. If the tour needs to pick people from 7 different hotels, it's like 40-50 minutes before you even leave Jerusalem. And anyway, on this day there is a lot of time on the road. The second reason is that their tour is cheaper. It's about $30 cheaper than most tours. One reason for it is that it is with no guide. It is a self-guided tour. You can download the app. I will leave the link down here below. And in the app you have great information about the places. I know it because I wrote it. The third reason, the most important reason, is that the drivers are great. Many of them are guides themselves, so they do explain a little bit about the site. They know good English, and the most important thing, they care, and believe me, this is the most important thing. So let's get going. The ride to Masada takes about an hour and a half, and it is an amazing ride. Once you leave the city, the desert starts pretty much immediately, and you descend from Jerusalem, which is 800 meters high, to the area of the Dead Sea, which is the lowest place on Earth, 400 meters below sea level. The first site is Masada. The entrance costs 29 shekels or 70 if you use the cable car both ways. Either way, you need to bring a hat and a bottle of water, as it can be really hot. In Masada there are 2 stories. The first story is the story of King Herod, that used this place to build 2 palaces, a spa, a swimming pool, and the story of the rebels that 70 years later took over this place, and this was the last stronghold in the Jewish-Roman War, or as we say in Hebrew, the Great Revolt. So many of the places in Masada have 2 layers of stories, like this bathhouse. King Herod built here in the middle of the desert a spa with hot and cold sauna, wet and dry. And what did the rebel did with it? They built here a mikveh, which is a ritual bath. To the spa, you go to enjoy yourself. To the mikveh, you go to purify yourself. From Masada, it's about 15 minutes drive to here, to Ein Gedi. Now, the entrance to the national park costs 29 shekels. And in Masada, the story is very, very dramatic, but also very, very short. Here in Ein Gedi, because it is an oasis, there are 2 springs here. People lived here for thousands of years. So there is the human history here and the flora and fauna, and I've written about it in the app. You get to see here ibex and rock hierarchs. From Ein Gedi, it's about half an hour ride. Then we get to the beach of the Dead Sea. Now we came to Kalia Beach, which is a great beach that has also the famous Dead Sea mud. Now it is end of January, 24 degrees, and we have here an hour and a half to float in the Dead Sea. I just love the Dead Sea. You float, it is an amazing experience. This tour has two versions. This tour, the regular one, and the sunrise tour that starts either in Tel Aviv or Jerusalem between 2 to 4 a.m. depending on the season. And then you get to Masada very early, climb the snake path, and get to see the sunrise from the top of Masada. 4 p.m. we are back in Jerusalem, back to the Abraham Hostel. I hope you enjoy this video. If you did, and if you want to book this tour, I will leave all the links down here below. If you have any question, then please write them down here. And if you like this video, then please subscribe to my channel. See you in the next video, and bye for now.